everyone. Back with some more Ghost Trick. Yeah, Chicken Paradise. One of the more absurd locations of the game, especially with, Lynn's death there that we had to, experience last week. But, yeah, no, very memorable, if not ridiculous. I did go ahead and redo Chapter 9. Careful of the Crimson Light. Yeah, essentially getting Jowd through, essentially the prison escape with Jowd without getting caught. We will be doing Chapter 13. It's 12:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As a reminder, the Beauty and Dandy kidnapped Kamila, and Beauty essentially lied to the Justice Minister, saying they have his daughter. I don't know if they know Kamila's not his daughter or not. No, Kamila. Beauty knows. Because Beauty used a recording of Amelie's voice to trick the minister. But, Beauty and Danny are supposed to be meeting with, we're supposed to be meeting with us, but, we're kind of dead. And we have, Sissel has no idea what's going on. He doesn't have his memory still. But, yeah, last we checked, Amelie is back home with her mother in her mother's apartment on her holiest of all nights, her deadline. We did check by earlier, but Amelie wasn't here for some reason. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And lady, please fix your posture when you walk. That can't be comfortable. My darling angel, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? We did check by, before, checking who was kidnapped with Beauty and Dandy in what turns out to be Camilla's old house. We did stop by their apartment, and Amelie wasn't in bed. A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess that I didn't even notice you were gone. Grade A parenting right there, man. I didn't go out to play. I went out to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. There's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. Look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Amelie. I hate you! Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development, too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, I would surely bring the Justice Minister around. So, she did say this was a lighter. Phone. Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about him, Mama? He's the one who's the justice minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. Ah. What do you mean weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? You really made me angry. You really have. I didn't expect you to forgive such an insult. Where are you keeping that wine bottle, lady? Hey, you! Is that why your posture's all terrible? Oh. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous, just like calling your father. I hate you. I hear you, you know. What a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Amelie can call. Well, it's a good thing she moved closer. Okay. Can't reach the phone. But what we can do is, I guess, explore around. So we can open this. We can turn. I'd better not put out the lamp right now. It'll only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. I want to give Amelie a chance to use the telephone. I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Ah, another one of my favorite levels. Dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? Poor thing. Destined never to be returned to the bookshelves. Yeah, why is it up here? Well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rat. Sweet dreams. Oh, geez, lady. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Mr. Mouse. Rat. You're a rat. She's more powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Yeah, at Camilla's old house. So we gotta set it on fire eventually, but we're not allowed to turn the knob yet, but... Oh heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. I'm sorry, Mr. Mouse, for bullying you so much. The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills. Thank you. How even did you strike a match on your derriere? You're gonna have serious back problems in like a few years, lady. I'm quite sure of it. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious, but now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. So yeah, that let's not do that just yet. Challenge that we're supposed to do? Well, it says to do it in 2 shots. Do what in 2 shots? You can... This is a hint. What a naughty chandelier. Do this in 2 shots. So I have to do it in the next one. Such insolence! Yay! Amelie, help me! Mama! I'm sorry, Mom. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. I did miss up some of Sissel's thoughts, but I really wanted to know. Chandelier's is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. And to add insult to injury... Help! 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 What is going on here? Look, do you see this? Help me, please. Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. Head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. Just need to get the phone. The only trouble is she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right. Angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Now let's make it go brighter. I'm sorry, Mr. Rat. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. But this might be a really good chance for me too. I have to get that phone to Amelie. Lady, please swing in the opposite direction. Thank you. Harder. Mama! What in the world is going on here? I'm surprised she calmed down. Or at least managed to calm down. Oh, goody. while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Don't you dare, Amelie! I won't have it! Hello? Papa? Amelie! Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa! Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? Sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn Mama is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of a justice minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good deal. Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you. Love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Amelie. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Yeah, your raunchy novels. Would you even let her read it when she's older? That's... I mean, you are proud of your work, I suppose, so maybe eventually, but... Whatever floats your boat. Okay. So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward your old mama, do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Kamila is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back. But Kamila's still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. So, the mistake that he and his wife were alluding to, I think he's going to reveal it now. It's a really big mistake. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, Coma. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. You literally did nothing, Kamila. Please. Did he do? But one question. Can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet, you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there's still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? He is quite sharp. Kamila, I mean, despite the air he gives off. Who was it that explained that? I forget who explained it to us that Kamila was like a genius. I think it was Bailey's partner. Possibly. Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. I wonder if Lynn's at the park yet. Until we get a report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distrust of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector might said? Or we can just go to the park and check on her. Might as well. We're supposed to stay in the office, but might as well check out what's going here. Entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Hey, look at that. The detective's back. Hey, Lynn. Kamila! Without knowing the situation, this seemed to look pretty suspicious. Okay, let's see. We can't check out anything at all. Okay. I forgot that, it's hard to get anywhere from this phone. Okay, ready to acknowledge us now, Mr. Minister? Please? Hello, Mr. Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others and manipulate them. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish to reach out. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. There are some cases in this country right now that are under top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them. Right. They don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. None of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were possible. Possible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secret secret. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. How could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. Manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. This was way before, no, this was way after Zhao got arrested, I'm pretty sure. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Kamila has been studying these cases. He hasn't he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. First case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. So yeah, the reason why Cabanela is doing everything he's doing right now is because he truly doesn't believe his best friend Zhao would, kill his wife. Even if like Cabanela gives off that air of like cool aloofness, just dancing and breezing through everything. It also makes sense because, yeah, Lin questioned why, after finding Zhao had escaped from prison, why didn't Cabanela just bring him back into the prison? Cabanela brought Zhao here for a reason. Were you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Yeah, Cabanela has never died, so we can't talk to him. We're not sure he acknowledges our existence. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Possible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Zhao's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No, I must sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, huh? Kinda reminds me of what Lynn was saying, you know, about shooting Sissel. Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds like a bit of an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's about to happen. I explained it to her. She was dead set against the way I was handling it. Don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately. I'm moving out. And then the kidnapping tonight. With it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. That's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain death plan. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What'd you say? Chow, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too? I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. And, you know, these guards around here, but they're not important. Spirit? Ghost? Gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! This is Lynn, I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately. It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? What do these guards think of all this? They're just standing there guarding Chow. I knew, actually, from the beginning. What? That you saved my life. First time we met tonight. Oh, that. When I talk about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about him. I hated who I had become. But you helped me appreciate the truth. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many. Including that of my loving family. Glad to hear that. good kid, but she's got a habit of taking on other people's problems. Yeah, I know. Let's see. She's in Temsic Park, huh? I'll be back. I wonder why the inspector in white might be running out there. But I'm more concerned about Lynn. She looked really upset. Better go see her. Fast. Surprisingly enough, I mean, she's not dead, I hope. Please don't be dead, Lynn. We were just on the phone. Lynn calls and I oblige. Take off towards Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. Manipulator. A person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective shouts crime, execution orders, and even death. Could it be? Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? She doesn't have memory of it. She doesn't know why she shot us. But there is video evidence that she did shoot us. So, could she have been? Most likely. By who? We have no idea. Now to nothingness. And it's 1:28. I think that should have said AM. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Kamila's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. Hey, the chef is there. Why? I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead, but what did she find? Parts, kind of like how the junkyard supervisor's office is split between like a top floor and a bottom floor. Same thing with the chicken kitchen. No, I don't remember about the chicken kitchen exactly, but yeah, but this is split into like a left side and a right side. Huh? What's he doing here? Let me spend a moment's time with you, my love. Will not end if the food delivery is a little late. A little late? It's already ice cold. Come on. Swing this way again, please. Sir. Thank you. Swing harder. Okay, I would be freaked out by that, but okay. That's my Russell's. Okay, we're here, Lynn. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for? Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There, in the grass. You better see it for yourself. looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. Anything else you want to say? It's so like you, to come looking for a music box and find a dead body instead. Can I say I'm a detective? Meaning... Well, a detective goes everything with a fine-tuned comb, right? So there you go. Fine-tuned comb or none, you're bound to run across it. It is pretty obvious. Anyway, go on, Sissel. Get to it. What am I, your bloodhound? Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. We can't read, sir. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? Name. What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. Night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, Dave don't have time to get involved in the way of life, weird cultist person. But I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back. Back to 4 minutes before you're done. Wait, was this 8 something? And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Oh, right. This was... Ringe left to meet Lynn at the Chicken Paradise in a few hours. So this was... Yeah, this was like 8 something. Man, this guy's been dead for a few hours. What does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet. In great detail. How many leaflets do you have? Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Right there. I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Oh, of course, Dandy was the one who made the mistake. Okay. But Beauty knew it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Come with me. Odds, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Well, that's weird. In the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Tensic. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete that, for some reason, Jowd also drew in his prison cell. On the back wall. Talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. The power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead? Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Is it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? I love this chapter. It's the return of the bestest boy in the game. Look at that! That's another flame besides mine! Oh? So that is the flame of a god, is it? Hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it, sir. Please. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. What could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I'd better try talking to this person. What the? This person with much greater powers than me? It's... you? Hey! Sissel! Oh my, it's... Missile! You look... well... you look well. For being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Kamila! Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Kamila went out and you left... Valiant little hero, you. I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it. Brave little warrior, you. And then I followed Miss Kamila out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it. I barked, you bet I did, and I went running after her too. Dandy! And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Kamila, crushed under that big scary lump. Oh no, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please, forgive me. Miss Kamila! I had to rescue Miss Kamila. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remember what you did for me, how you saved me. So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did. It was... last time we met Kamila, she had a core, and she got this core because of Missile. So, of course, Missile saved her. Because of course Missile would. Okay, we saw this. Missile has such a fun power, but it makes no sense, realistically. Then again, these are powers of the dead. Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core. I don't know, it looked pretty far. I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. So then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. and it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. Yeah, so Missile's power is very specific, but it is very handy. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. If you recall from watching the part Guardian's Death, we saw the leaf swap places with Mito, and then the leaf just harmlessly drifted down onto the village. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape? Go ahead and try it. Press swap. So instead of trick, we have the swap button. But the thing with the swap button, it's done in this time stop mode. That's incredible. So that's how you save your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more port. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Mito could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. What is that thing? I was messing with it earlier. Sissel, remember when we were beating Lynn? Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mito. So, why didn't you swap them, Sissel? I couldn't. I could stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. It's still quite a big range. But this was just too far from me. I couldn't reach. It makes sense why Missile needs like a farther range, because the swap function is really handy and kind of stupidly broken. Realistically. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of my death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me? Of course! Naturally. So, we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again. 4 minutes before. So we're just resetting, but now we have more information. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with that leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Or, you know, an American football. I don't know what a rugby ball actually looks like, though. So I'm more familiar with an American football. Okay, rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press ZR. So yeah, we can actually swap between characters now. That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you press ZR, control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Alright, Missile. Your powers are the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call me if you want find anything you want to try. So the thing about using Missile and Sissel on puzzles, you have to be wary about positioning because they can't occupy the same core. Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. I see something we can swap. I should use ZR. Yeah, because we can swap that. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what I can do. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. It's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. Just have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. I actually don't remember this puzzle well. Handy thing, you can tell who you are based off the scanning background color. Sissel's red, of course. We've been Sissel for like... That was not good. Why did I go this way? I'm gonna have to reset, but anyway, but you know, Sissel's green, Sissel's red, as we were playing the entire game. Sissel's green. Let me just restart. That was bad. I got stuck in the trowel. Okay. No, let's go to Sissel and actually go somewhere else instead. Interesting. We have to use the seesaw and we have to switch this tire and the ball. There was also another ball. There was a basketball in the thing. Come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. Now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, huh? So, the question is, how do we stop him? Well, would you look at that? There sure are a whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh boy! My hair is also round. Let's see. We're just gonna ignore that. To use Missile's powers, I just tap it on. Try and see what happens. I can't reach anything. I have to use Missile. Yeah, Missile can make this jump easily. So, what was I thinking? Well, because I forgot the body was going to disappear as Sissel. But it's fine. It wasn't that bad of a talk. Sissel to get back to the thing. Oh, okay, that's how. I'm gonna need you to move it. So essentially, the terrible clue was we need to stop him from running. And essentially, we stop him from running by, you know, doing this. Anyway, I need you to move. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the glow climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that for a whole 4 minutes. Sorry, but I don't think I would stand it for it that long. Anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. Just do what we can while we have this chance. Back to you. Here. Oh, that okay, let's do what we did. Picture already. Oh, that was so close. They hit the ball, it couldn't knock it down. Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking a rug ball down? Don't forget about my powers. Don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Not helping, sir. That's what I need. I need to launch. I need to launch something round in here and then swap it with something. Wait, he's gonna jump on the thing. It's so heavy, I can't move it very much. Maybe because of that swap I made? Guess a little ball is about all the weight I can handle. Oh, okay, but it didn't matter. That's perfect. Wow, I so did not see that coming. I never thought the umbrella would catch the ball. Did you see that? The tree branch shook a little. I think I saw it shake too. Only shook a little more. It would knock the terrible rugby ball down from this terrible tree. Why are you aiming at this tree, sir? Maybe it just needs a little more weight. Sure, we can do this. Just have to put our heads together. Everything looks good so far. We just need one more step. There you go. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I can do it. Just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. Then from there, you can swap Mino one more time. Final moment is near, Missile. Ready? You bet! I think momentum stays with the original item. So like even like Mino falling, Mino's falling momentum keeps. Switch. Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go. Finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. Yeah, because it crushed that oil barrel. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try, worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. Did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. You're still dead, aren't I? So, now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Kamila when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Kamila. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Sir. Sir, please. You're not important. saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course, you're right. Okay, Missile. Have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly. You have my word. Let's go back then, to the present. But yeah, this is the best. He knows that, like, even though he's dead, he needs to stay dead. Because he wants to protect Kamila. And so, Kamila ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright, after all. After all, she has me! Missile? Are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Kamila to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Oh, there goes Missile. Miss Lynn! I'm going to leave it up to Missile. You don't know where he went, Lynn. What the heck? It kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. Oh. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies. This is for you. Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... Have you met this strange young man before, Lynn? I don't remember, but he said 10 years ago, and this park, the time when Lynn was taken hostage. It could only be one thing that I can think of. Looks like I better talk to Mr. Leaflet here. That time that Zhao saved her. Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be a coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. What's this Rock of the Gods that you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. Dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. We saw something with weird radiation, but it was the same radiation coming from Sissel's body at the beginning of the game. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? Rock of the Gods, Temsek Park. Rock of the Gods. The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. Come any closer. I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. Tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. So, Jowd didn't kill the... Jowd, what is with your, weird logic of, yeah, I decided I would shoot and possibly kill this man. So, even though I didn't actually shoot and possibly kill this man, I still decided to kill this man. So I killed... Jowd, what is wrong with you? The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. You're so serious, Jowd, please. 10 years ago, the little girl that was saved... that was you. Was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given a name, Temsek, which is Kismet backwards, which means fate. Yeah. And still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Wait, I never knew about this Temsek. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. That's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. Strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. Until tonight. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsek, after the name of the park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. And now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. So I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. So, 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsek thing. And if he knew, the man died. He took his life. What was that confession of his all about? You didn't shoot, Jowd. Please. The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. There are a few things I want to ask Detective Jack. Found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynn. Knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Kamila, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Jowd. Yeah. I guess that, after Jowd was gone, he would think that Kamila would deserve the truth, considering they were best friends and all. But that's still kind of mean and selfish of Jowd to do. Because at that point, Jowd would be dead. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, Ha! See? Call that a knack? Looks more like brute strength to me. How did that fit in there? There you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Kamila built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. The kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Kamila use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter? Not leaving any evidence behind and all that? He's so proud of her. In the case report, there was mention of some sort of scorch marks. And we saw it ourselves, the strings burning. When it happened, Kamila was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. So, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. Those eyes of yours, and I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. What's the matter? I just don't know. What should I have done 5 years ago? Back then, nobody had any way of knowing the true nature of a manipulator. It wasn't anybody's fault that we didn't know the truth. You really think so? Of course. Besides, what's important right now is deciding what to do next. Am I right? That's right, Mr. Minister. Yes. Yes, of course. Probably she is. Is it now? I just don't know. What should I do? You'll figure it out. We believe in you. You know, calling your wife might be a start, you know. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. It's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. And I come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved with their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to relieve my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. That's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough? Fire away. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too. Please don't pick on the minister again. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? That contraption for a birthday surprise was for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. I was having so much trouble I didn't have to. Look at that puzzle. It's very strange. Junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You have it? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsik? The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago? You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I heard that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. It's true. Doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago. The person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It's entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. It's not true! You're trying to save me. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. The suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him. Bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved in it. It's all my fault. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. Couldn't even see you. So sorry, Lynn. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate. A punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell. Nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Ooh, wait, just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you you telling me I was the man in the party that time? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. The man who was pronounced dead at the scene. Hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. He died right in front of me. By the way, the name of that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? At least tell us the name of the man that you know. Mr. Minister? Inspector Kamila, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. Execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we will release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Kamila? You know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? Life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. In the world. What's going on? Inspector Kamila! I was very serious with Kamila. Unlike him. Completely unlike him. The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Kamila's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? From knowing than when I started. Oh snap, it's 2:55 already. So yeah. Interesting turn of events. Years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage. Okay, Zhao just said that the guy's name, that our name back then wasn't Sissel, so I guess there's no time to ask about it now, considering, you know, Kamila's call. But, you know, the guy who took Lynn hostage was then killed by a meteorite impact. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. The scene I find waiting for me at the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. I see. Myself. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we filled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. This periscope? Yes, we're very close. You will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until you arrive, sir. Very well. It was a periscope. They were in a submarine. Oh, they were hijacking like a cable line. Nice try, Inspector Kamila. But you can never stop me. See ya, sucker. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. So, Kamila finally died. Hey, do you think you can wake up for me? He hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to Corbin's quarters then. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. $250. Okay, once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. You see, Kamila seems to be in huge pain. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It's a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you! Detective Jowden chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there when where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. Brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. It's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. Finally you, Inspector Kamila. Me? You hadn't done what you did. I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. We're so proud of your spotless record. My case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me, Detective Jowden. But tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record would disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. It's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Kamila. I don't get why Kamila never defends himself. Like, he never denies accusations towards him. And because, like, he doesn't outright them or like affirm them, but he never denies it either. So then, of course, the other person like takes it like, oh, you're not denying it, so you must have done it, or you really are self-centered. But no, you and Jowd have terrible communication skills. Jeez. Jeez, ragdoll physics. Gods. Alan is back there. I'm gonna make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. Wipe out everybody who knew about Temzik. Revenge? That's what I'm up to! This makes any sense! Hey, mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Kamila is awake. My head is spinning, baby. Trying to understand that Kamila character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? I like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay? So do your thing, baby. You would think Kamila talking about himself, but no. He really is a good person. He just doesn't come off as one. That's a good boy. Okay, we understand this. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anyway, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. It's really chilling too. What this Sissel does when he catches you, which I think I'm just gonna show off because it's scary. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. Right, I better be careful. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. You know, we just saw at the park. Really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Which doesn't make sense because we didn't see it from this one. I don't think we can do anything right now though. I want to show this off. You're gonna be here. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So yeah, everything is blue. Because we're not ourselves right now. We are the manipulator. So you're here, are you? You sense my presence. I notice you. You can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it. everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! So yeah, if he catches you, he just outright kills Cabanela. This utter me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" It looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Guess I better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. So, yeah. We actually can't save Cabanela right now. But we did see this get knocked down, so... We actually have to go somewhere else. There's nothing we can do to, like, you know, manipulate anything. We can't just outright do anything with this manipulator here. So... look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here, and now there's another death lying hidden there. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life, valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. So, who could Cabanela be referring to? There's a blue pigeon here. Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Gotta move. How do we get... excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. Never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy. And I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But are we already in the past, man? Well, we can go back even further. We've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela, but if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Which is quite important, because we need this guy alive. But apparently he's a professor. Who would have thought? How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. It's completely dead, but just as I thought. I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... It's not dead. He's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. It's really, truly, you're... I wasted a lot of time because of you, Inspector. people. Just like they controlled for Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time? You made her shoot her shell. Why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence. You know, that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jow. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'm leaving this country forever tonight. Before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. Shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! And that's how Kamila broke his bones. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? Planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him. His corpse disappeared. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. I mean, obviously. Obviously, this is a dead body. Why the hell is he using a stethoscope? He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. Saw through the plan, huh? And just right away, the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. He knew it was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. Thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me today. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. If that's true, how would a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Yeah. Either Ray is lying or, like, something's different about, the manipulator, but we can't focus on that right now. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. Stop the explosion, you'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? And repeat. Easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to do. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. What do you propose then, Prof? Pray tell? Your best bet. Save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say. She's with all these people. Any hoot, jump in there and do something. What can we do? What in the world is this thing? This device has that meteor data entered into it. If it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? Guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Sorry we can't be, you know, geniuses like you. There's no use, I can't open it. Could the fact that the professor standing on it have anything to do with it? Maybe it looks small. Pretty heavy set. I'm so proud of that fact, too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? That's why we're both dead. The door that opens downward. As we saw before, it opens upwards. But that's our hint for this puzzle. We need to make it open downward. Can I go anywhere else? Fool! What do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. Do it. You're going to set the contraption in motion. Oh, yeah. I just thought he'd blow me up is what he thought. Oops. That was my bad. There aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. Oh no, am I stuck here? Please don't put me on. I'm not stuck here. I think I'm stuck here. Oh no, I'm not stuck here. Anyway, we're just gonna hang out here. Hey, there's rats down there. Where am I supposed to go? As perhaps you've already noticed, time's running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know, but you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Says all. Hey, I know that voice. Help me! Where are you? Find me! Or I'm carried away! Hmm? What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. Friend of yours? Yep. A little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that surprise you. Oh, he's asking you to find him. Or he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Kinda have to. There he is. Fizzle! Here I am! Wait. Fizzle! What are you doing on there? You really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here. Let me come join you. Please, Missile. Hurry. Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of the man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, myself. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. Talking about a matter of seconds, we can't miss our chance. Fuss about something. That's all. My animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. Must be some kind of rat beast in the trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Bigger commotion, huh? Anyway, I want these. proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. You can tell I feel a bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold back my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Do you remember how to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape, right? No, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at things from different angles, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. So yeah, we can't swap these. Oh no, that's my bad. I need to move. I forgot Sissel was there. There you go. Look out! Oh, and Kamila blocked the way, so Sissel couldn't. Well, the manipulator couldn't tell that, you know, the professor fell to the ground. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. Might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. I can't believe it. You know what? Actually pull it off. Sorry, Inspector Kamila, I couldn't do anything to help you. There I am. 4 broken feet of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. Magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, exactly. Like a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Oh, it's been a while since we checked the phone book. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, it was pretty upsetting. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. What's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy's the warrior who keeps Kamila safe. Or, he would be if he was actually still alive. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. Poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate, indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Kamila is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Kamila? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Kamila, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? This time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right. Us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Kamila, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids. You're making me feel like an afterthought. Because we like Kamila. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Kamila is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first and wait for you. lovey-dove. I need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs that has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. We are on a timer here, so... You've got grit, little pigeon. Better get up there before the little pigeon's strength gives out. Missile's waiting for me. I better hurry. So we're gonna travel here first, and then check out... Look, because it has been a while. And it got updated. Me, the mystery. Lost my life at a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. I don't know who I am. The man I pursued, thinking it was me, took Lynn hostage in a park 10 years ago and was hit by a meteorite and killed. So we have no idea who we are. We're still keeping the face up. We need some sort of identity to hang on to, you know? Red-headed target? The detective who was at the scene of my death. Her name's Lynn. She was apparently manipulated into shooting me by the ghost of the man who lost his life while trying to hold her hostage 10 years ago. Don't know how he survived this long. The little lady. She's Detective Jared's daughter. Her name's Kamila. Apparently she believes her mother's death was caused by the contraption she created. Kidnapped because she was mistaken for the Justice Minister's daughter. Her current whereabouts are unknown. Unfortunately. Valiant pet. Friendly little Pomeranian. His name is Missile. Thinking he needs his powers to protect the little lady, he chose not to be brought back to life. He was blown away on the wind, but I met up with him again when he came floating along in the sewer. Perfumed lady. Lynn's neighbor. Her name is Emma. In protest of her Justice Minister husband's execution order, she moved out with her daughter. She's made up with her husband, but is apparently doomed to dangle from the chandelier tonight. Unfortunately. Kinda our fault. Kinda necessary, though. We're sorry, Emma. Feverish firecracker. The daughter of the woman in purple, her name is Amelie. With peace restored to her family, and after finally being able to call her father, she is now sleeping soundly. Maybe she's worn out by all the drama? Please tell me she eventually helps her mom. Careworn gentleman. The Justice Minister who sits agonizing in his stately office. 1 month ago, he was physically manipulated into ordering the death row convict's execution. Not wanting this to get out, he's since been in a constant anguish. He decided to halt the execution. Odd blue doctor. Phony medical examiner. He was working with the man in red. His plan was to steal the corpse from the site, but Inspector Kamila saw through his plot and bribed him to bring the body to the junkyard's maintenance building basement. And loose lawman. The head of the Special Investigation Unit, his name is Kamila. In order to find out, with the junkyard super's help, the source of the manipulator's powers, he had the man in red's corpse brought to the junkyard's maintenance building basement. Detective with the red cap. He works under Inspector Kamila. Apparently his name is Detective Ringe. After hearing Lynn's story at the restaurant, he takes on the task of looking for the little lady. Fortunately, he just missed. Guardian of the Park. A man who protects the park. 10 years ago, he witnessed Lynn being saved by a falling meteorite. Now, to protect the Rock of the Gods that performed this miracle, he lobbies to stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Pigeon Man. Superintendent of the junkyard. Working with Inspector Kamila to find the source of the manipulator's powers, he was examining the man in red's corpse. That fact was what made him the target to be killed. The jovial tenor. The chef at the chicken kitchen. He appears to be in the middle of the delivery, but he's busy singing in his rich tenor voice while swinging away on the parks. Why is he delivering so late? Yeah, it was like 3 a.m. when we were at the park. Like almost 3 a.m. Dude. Go home or something, please. Who's ordering chicken 3 a.m.? Like a whole fried chicken. Navy blue square. Oh, poor Bailey. Guard at the prison. He's no longer sitting at his desk working. In grave situations, he performs the panic dance. A dance that's been passed down in his family for generations. I wonder if he's still dancing. The rock jailbird. Rock and roll singer who sang national secrets during a live nationwide broadcast. Thought to have been manipulated into committing his crime, he's now being held in a top research facility. A research facility or a prison? I guess both are kind of the same for these people. Curry Levin jailbird. An odd fellow who laid siege to the Metro Police Department and demanded curry and rice. Thought to have been manipulated into committing his crime, he is now being held in a top secret research facility. Faded jailbird. A detective who whose execution was called off. His name is Jow. He's Camila's father. He feels responsible for having driven an escaped suspect to take Lynn as a hostage and meet his death 10 years ago. He feels his wife's death was his punishment. Hey, Memory. Cute chicken carrier. Police investigator who was working undercover at Chicken Kitchen as a waitress. Her name is Memory. She planted a bug in the suspicious couple's chicken. She's a co-worker of the detective doing the stakeout from the party. Also, heavily influenced his death. Jeez, lady, you're so weird. Black-hearted blue man. One half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. When he mistook Kamila for the Justice Minister's daughter and dumped it to her, he accidentally hit the little doggy with his motorcycle. I mean, Missile's okay with it, but damn you, Dandy. Killing the best character in his game. Black-hearted blue woman. One half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. The pair kidnapped Kamila. She has a strong sixth sense and can apparently sense my presence. Beloved mother. Kamila's mother and Jowd's wife. 5 years ago, she was shot and killed when the contraption Kamila made for her birthday made an impossible move. There was a good possibility the manipulator had her death. The other me. So sinister. The man I was pursuing, who I was convinced was me. His true identity is the manipulator, the spirit of a man who was killed by a meteorite fragment 10 years ago. Tonight, we're planning to get revenge on all the people who contributed to his death. So, if we're not him, who are we? I guess there's no helping him now. We have a bunch of people that are important to say. Pigeon Man's office. Office of the Junkyard's maintenance building. Old Pigeon Guy is nowhere to be seen. After making the threatening phone call, Inspector Kamila lost his life here, killed by the other man. Pigeon Man's basement. Basement of the Junkyard's maintenance building. A mechanical murder machine here that looked just like the one in Camila's old house was blown up by the man in red. Uniform Men's office. The place where the uniform men work. It's called a prison. Strange tension fills the air. Phone line apparently connects to a place called the Death Chamber. Moonlit courtyard. Somewhere in the prison grounds, after escaping from his cell, Detective Jowd was caught here by Inspector Kamila. There's nothing else here. Chicken Kitchen. Restaurant that specializes in chicken. Tonight, it's also Point X. Police are staking out. Suspicious couple is waiting for the other party to be able to show up. He never showed. Kitchen of the Chicken Kitchen. The kitchen of the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. Your air is rather thick with smoke. There's an investigator here working undercover as a waitress. Red's apartment. This is where the Justice Minister's wife went when she moved out on him. After a dramatic battle, the bonds between parent and child are strengthened. The daughter is now feeling dizzy in bed while the lady is dangling from the ceiling. Sorry, Emma. Truly, Emma. Camila's old house. The place where Camila's mother was murdered 5 years ago. Scorch marks Detective Jowd hid proved that a murder machine was used in this murder. Office of the Troubleman. Justice Minister's office. After revealing everything, the man seemed to have gained a brief sense of peace, but he's destined to tear his hair out again. Such a stressful position for him, man. Special Investigation Unit. The headquarters of the police's Special Investigation Unit. The chief is wiggling his toes, as usual. Lynn, shown on the security tape, was apparently being controlled by somebody when she shot me. He didn't actually go back there. Or anything. I don't know why it updated. Guess we might as well check back on it later if we have a chance. Park stakeout point. The park meteorite fell on 10 years ago. The man who tried to take little Lynn hostage was hit by a fragment and died. The meteorite was named Temsek, and it still lies buried near a stone monument. Lots of updates, but let's go. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, Sissel. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. Just stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, situation is mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Kamila without him noticing. It's even worse than last time. Anywho, just jump in there and do something! Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap ZR. Okay. because I don't really like Kamila that much, because I have a love-hate relationship with him, we're gonna mess up first. This is a hit on like how we're supposed to suffer. Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around. Do you have to call him that? Yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. It's the only time he takes his eyes off him too. You have something to do, do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. Yeah, might as well. Nope, not that. That's as much as I do. I really want to just mess up. That's the wrong button. That is definitely the wrong button. Thistle, I need you. Cabana's many things. But he's still also very loyal to his best friend. So we can't do anything, while Cabana shoots. Yeah, he's a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? He's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Why did you go to this trouble shooting him at all? I was almost... Oh, that's enough chit-chat. Now the situation's changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. So yes. Come on. Come on. No, wait, our chance is coming up. Last split second, right? Leave it to me. Would you look at that? Bullets hanging midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. How's our chance? I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this thing to something else. What? So we hope. Gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Yeah. The hell? I'm so sorry, Kamila. I'm so sorry. That didn't go well. Tried softening what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. Put a dent in my lovely mask. I guess we'd better look for something softer to swap with. I guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. That's like my favorite screw up in this game. Okay. Okay. And I did miss a few lines, but it's okay. We're gonna do this for real. See this? Hopefully not getting caught too. But it's still chilling when, you know, this guy like just full on acknowledges you. There's a knit hat here. Yep, there's a knit hat. Photos. Book. I can't reach, unfortunately. We need to wait for the pot. Please. There we go. Up. Here. Sissel. This. That helped a little, but I need this. Need this ramp. Shoot. Okay. Okay, we got a little closer to us, which we kind of need. We need jiggle this. Back. Missile. And one missile. Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. That's why we have to knock the helmet off. I love knit hats. So warm. Most of all, soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Ah, I thought so. It's going to shoot. It's too late. Again? I'm going to get shot again? No, wait. Our chance is coming up. Last split second, right? Leave it to me. Now's our chance. I'm here for it right now. Okay. Let's go. Better than a helmet, at least. I don't think he noticed. Like she pulled off another magic disappearing act. Now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm. Most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. Saved another life. Now keep doing it too. Over and over. Yes. I saw in just these 4 minutes, giving all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two are working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? We'll believe a story about a minute later, so we pursued it ourselves, just the 2 of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Kamila. Right, Missile? There's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Myself. Kinda, not really, technically. I don't know. Who are we? Surprised the other Sissel didn't even notice. You know, knit hat on top of Cabanella's face. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanella, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Your bones are still broken, Kamila. Please. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother. Cabanella, please. You're human. Yeah, right. Like I'm willing to believe that. So what? Guy in red is gonna? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Kamila. Damn it. Picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Push yourself, Kamila. You did good. Well, looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector White, can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way, I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but destroy can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. Suppose you're right. Just hate feeling so helpless. Right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. It's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with it. Any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage and wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Yep, we've seen this. So, elaborate on that, Kamila. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I've just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see? You didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement, but I was too green. I pushed him too hard, and I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Kamila, got a minute? Chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, I never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Why would you bring your gun into the interrogation room in the first place, Kamila? But then again, he said he was green. He and Zhao were both very inexperienced. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. That sounds illegal. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave him two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. Case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. There's 2 inmates at the special prison, huh? I kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight. Staked it out. That restaurant. Chicken kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight. On a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? We haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. Now they have that little girl as a hostage. Kamila. We got to stop him before he leaves the country. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Your life, huh? After all, it's because of my work record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. What else, baby? Just never could have believed it. Man, Jowd shooting Alma? I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. I found the answer. It took 5 long years of manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. Incredible determination. Everything he's done has always been for Jowd. True bro right here. There's one thing I just don't understand. You were so determined to help protect Jowd. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. That's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. That's it, huh? It's a good thing we were together, though. There's one little unfortunate result of all this. I didn't completely misunderstood your intentions. That's a little misunderstanding. But maybe we'll come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. Talk to Missile before we talk to the professor. Alright, Sissel, it's time to go. Out into the big wide world to rescue Miss Kamila. Hold on, Missile. I have to talk to these two first. Oh, okay, I understand. Just know one thing. I go where the wind takes me. Is this little doggy trying to put pressure on me? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. Police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. But that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering memory and finding your true identity too. Really? Why, Mr. Pigeon Man? That's the only way I can describe it to you. It was an unusual corpse. It was dead, all right, no question about that. There wasn't a scratch on it. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. No scarring or blood either. That's actually pretty cool. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. Saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stone. Corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? They used all kinds of instruments, but couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could be... That's right. Coming from that meteorite. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temzig. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. I heard that. It was like a meteorite had struck me in the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this. Source of my power is not of this world. That's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and the Temzig were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Kamila. That's really cruel for him to, do that to Kamila. But he just wants revenge. So he doesn't care about anything. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. There was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Kamila told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camila's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Inspector Kamila, baby. Sorry about that phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw them in the slammer. Cabanella, no, you can't just do that. I mean, you legally have the authority to, but... Dude! You keep getting in the way! We've been doing this stuff, like, breaking your rules and stuff, and, like, we've gotten more progress than you have. Lynn died in front of you tonight! I love and hate you, Cabanella, so much. Yikes. Tonight? I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest of me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. Promised to give it back to you one day. He's still wearing his prison clothes up. Been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me then. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me is just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Are we not going with him? Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Can you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow, you'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving Inspector Cabanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his, her, or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. It is almost dawn. It's 4 a.m. Damn. Lingering death. And we got a shot of the submarine. Wow, 4:19. 20 minutes for them to actually get us hooked up. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Were we just ignoring Missile the entire time? I feel so sorry for you, Missile. Best character, but it's fine. You don't have any, like, mystery to solve. You just want to protect Kamila and save her. Hello? This is Jout. Is this all you're listening? I need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. So, rather than a car, it's a control room. Well, we better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. The other end of the phone line. I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Did Missile come with us? Welcome to the Yanoa. Detective Joud. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Joud. I use your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, huh? How did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was going to surface. Found it! We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Kamila really is a genius. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Kamila has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Kamila. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Ah, is this what you mean? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, huh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my good daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Ah. There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. Source of his powers. Ugh. What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment gives spirit special powers. Now our deal with Sissel is concluded. as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! There you go. Where did everyone else go in the submarine? Now, I think I heard an explosion somewhere in any case. Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them fast. Alright, we're down here. Missile! You can't... So you're here, huh? It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. Where do you suppose that shop was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. What with my loss of memory, I don't do much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Kamila. Can that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say I don't think it can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So, let's go find that lady detective and the lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Telephone. Telephone's ringing. Wow! It's Miss Kamila, I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Another little explosion in the distance. God, I got a feeling about this. Sissel, look! That black hello? It came off the hook. Oh, I better answer it fast. Move. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. But she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... I said Lynn. Miss Lynn! Better hurry. Let's go, Sissel! We gotta move. Considering it doesn't seem like there's, like, power... Oh, Lynn! It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Kamila! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy! I knew you'd come! Miss Kamila! Miss Kamila! And Missile, too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Kamila has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight? Thank you. Miss Kamila. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile. Yeah. Kamila needs like someone with her. She's just a little girl after all. I wonder what happened this time. Better talk to the little lady a little more. And then I better do something about the detective lady. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you? What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. She was already in the submarine by then, huh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. I mean, it's like almost, it's 4 a.m. Yeah, I'd be exhausted too, jeez. And then, Kamila! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, poor thing. Been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. Sorry I can't help right now, Sissel, but I think I better stay with Miss Kamila. Yeah, that's alright. I think so too. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Oh, thank you. Sissel? Yes? Could you say that again? I really like the sound of that. Yeah, maybe later. Oh, boy. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? Just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Kamila fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. Then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. For long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Kamila. I found Kamila hiding here in the engine room, so she had escaped and run away here. Wow, it's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white and all of a sudden, and next thing I know, I was dead. Oh, sounds like you could receive this for myself. So no missile, so, no puzzle solving, or swap puzzles. Just fine. Yeah, it's 4:22. Kamila, are you okay? Kamila? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, see, there's no need to introduce myself. Give Kamila back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. Phone is ringing. It's not ringing. You're already dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? what he wanted. To be executed by his own daughter. I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. Revenge? Right. What in the world? Explosion? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Kamila when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. So let's see. Cause of death this time is that mysterious explosion. Pretty up for a dead guy. You know how detectives love a good mystery? It's like a shot of vitamins. What do you mean for a dead one? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Where do I go? I can't go anywhere. Okay, I can get into the gun. That telephone, I don't know where it goes to. I can't remember where it goes to. Can I go to the... I can't get the line to work, that's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? This receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me, I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Ow. Hey, somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry, now's your chance to get on the phone. Might be Detective Jowd. She's right, better check it out. Okay, to the phone. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here, on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why won't you answer? Anyway, coming for coming. We're leaving. We can't do anything here. We have to go. Like Lynn and Sissel established, we need to figure out this cause of the explosion. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. Hey, let's go back to the phone book. That does it. I promised to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly? Sissel has underestimated us. Yep, we've seen this. It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. Just a moment. The man in red is about to get his tempsick bracket taken away. I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to do the deal without the other party present. They're just just going to go ahead and steal the Thames Express. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Thames Express going to go? Before we follow it though. Lynn managed to sneak onto the submarine to find Kamila. She lost her life trying to protect Kamila from an explosion. Another detective already saved death. The eyebrow villain. A foreigner who planned to carry out a deal tonight involving the powers of the dead. He knew the source of those powers was the meteor, right? So he stole it from the man in red's body and made his escape, expanding the Yonoa to the sea. Ask Muscleman. It appears to be the old man's servant. He operates the machines in the strange room expertly. He was with Detective Jowd when the strange room suddenly disappeared from the rest of the submarine. Lynn found Kamila in the submarine, but the man in red was controlling her. Thinking Missile needs his powers. Yep. Missile came along to the sub with me to save his mistresses, Lynn and Kamila. He's a valiant little. Habanel's insistence on a spotless record was so that he'd be able to prove his friend innocent. He fired a bullet with a radio transmitter into the man in red's body and urged Lynn to bring the case to a conclusion. And the superintendent was a police medical examiner, but he quit the force to research the meteorite radiation. He built the basement contraption based on Habanel's reports in order to further the investigation of Jowd's case. Jowd is a death row inmate who feels he's an excellent detective. His name is Jowd. Death row inmate. He feels responsible for 2 murders, but his execution was called off. He snuck onto the sub to rescue his daughter, but then disappeared before my eyes, along with the room he was in. Minor crew hands. A member of the crew of the submarine of the Yonoa. Afraid of the restless ghosts who appears are on board, he decided to quit his job. And the other me controlled Kamila as part of his revenge, but while he was out, his fragment was stolen. He got double-crossed. So the Pigeon Man's office is, Junker Superintendent was researching tons of radiation in the manipulator here. His basement, the murder machine here was built by the Joker Super based on reports of the case 5 years ago. Man in red blew it up. That'll be a lot of work to clean up, I feel like. Control room. One of the rooms on the sub, Detective Jowd put the phone line into. It disappeared suddenly from the rest of the sub, with Jowd, the masked man, and the man in red's body trapped inside. Very unfortunate. Oh, we've done this before. Let's see if we can, get to it. I can't get to it. Please. There you go. Temsic fragments in your mind at last. I like how all his crew members is just stashed into that escape pod beneath him. I never really noticed that before. They seem so miserable there. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Sizzle? Just happened. The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. The Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along. Before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. Yonoa will be his call. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel. That just looks absolutely miserable. That mini submarine. Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. A torpedo, it's like... Well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Okay. Can't let it launch. What can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. A true detective never gives up. Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Time's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Why is there a rat in here? Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning blackens, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Oh yeah, these are counterweights. Do you know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, I for sure know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. So that in turn sets off the detonator. But detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. I think I'm supposed to stop it up there. And then this one. Yep. Great, we dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right, okay, so yeah, I didn't explore as much, but we just need to lock the torpedo so it doesn't, you know, trigger. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it. That should keep this torpedo from exploding. There's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. At least it didn't blow up. What was that noise? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine's still okay. Which changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You're still looking happy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. You hearing things? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the president as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Kamila. Missile, please. We didn't need that comment from you. But yes, you are an unstoppable little valiant warrior doggy. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling up the room. Uh-oh. Water seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Balancer, wheel, starter. Each of the three machines is equipped with a fan. Now to take a closer look, there are two sides of fans. Better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. No, starter, please. Lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Fortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movements to help create me a path. How does it sync up? Please let me just go. Thank you. Okay. This is terrible. It doesn't sync up the way I want it to. No, it does not. Let me go. I have to go here. Oh, I don't. Okay. Lynn? Mila, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Kamila! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Kamila. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Kamila! Miss Kamila! I'll get you out of here. It's the last thing I do. I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Or it's too late. Good thing we're a flashlight. Although, what did she say? Okay, I said I'd get you out of here, Kamila. But it's so dark I can barely see. Now what? Out of ideas already, I think she's asking for my help. I should send her a signal. Oh, look at that flashlight. Sissel, he's here. Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quick as we can. Won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So, the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes? I can't swim. Neither can Kamila. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? I can't swim either. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about that. Just be a switch or something somewhere that lowers the ladder. Provided the person who designed the sub didn't miscalculate their ladder length. I don't even consider that possibility. I have to warn you, I can't swim, neither can Kamila. Yeah, you already told me. What does this do? Fuse box that we can open. There's a door here too. It's stuck or something. I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength detective. Something? Oh, regardless. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. That's scary. Climbing up while carrying Kamila like that. Ah. That's even scarier. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. You don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. I know you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is to get that door and we're safe. Okay. Lynn protected Kamila. Ow. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Okay. What now? So this is the only time in the this is the second time in the game where like it's present time and we're under a time limit. Actually no. Jowd wasn't under a time limit. Jowd was just Jowd escaped from prison and just couldn't get caught. But like if we did get caught, it was just reset. This though we have a time limit. But now water sure is rising fast. Come on. You'll just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course, after all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking it back. Maybe he isn't doing it really for himself. Ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! them when I'm holding Kamila. I know, we're gonna try to create a path for you somehow. The water just keeps on rising. Please hurry. Oh, and by the way, did I ever tell you? You can't swim, neither can Kamila. Oops, I already said that, didn't I? Okay. Well, good luck. Can't touch this. It's fine. The missile needs... That needs to be in the bottom. But these are the same size? I don't think I ever noticed that. Oh, I see. There you go. That's what I meant. How do I get you to do that? Can't do that. How about that? Oh, this is great. You made a staircase for me. Better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Okay. Going up. 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 This part. Ouch! The steam's getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? There's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay, let's get Sissel up. If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out steam in a different way, huh? That will come in handy. I don't know where each pipe is supposed to go, though. Again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so you can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Give it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. How do I... So terrible. Jeez. Let me go up. Stina here. The missile will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. It's really starting to hurt. There you go. There, how does that look? It's great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Find the glass. Or metal shards. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, I can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. That's all. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Missile needs to. I just need missile up out of the way. That should be out of the way. I didn't need to open that fuse box. Oh well. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Sorry, can't do it. Open it. Hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? No use. Can't budge it. Must be stuck. Oh no. No. This way. Ah. Good thing there are pressurized doors that, lock out water. Just happened. I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. Still want to head up, find a single ray of light, the light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. That was up until 5:10. But yeah. How much of that was the game actually? That was chapter 15. That was chapter 16. I think there's 2 more chapters in the game, but I think that's a great place to stop for today. We got a lot more done. Amelie. Don't like. You're very questionable. You're not very important, but you kind of are. But you're just in a position for the Yeah, 2 more chapters. Did I miss anything? Fail by keeping the. Oh. I have to mess that chapter up. saw vanilla again. This is mean. I don't like failing the final chapter. Well, I can do that. Okay. Next time we can finish out the game and get the last few challenges and check out what the ghost cards are, I guess. We've got quite a few. Got all the sides apart. Basements and the basement. Did we really not get like, Portrait of Sissel earlier? I guess not. Oh, it's a movie. Ah, this cutscene. It's really, really impressive. We have to watch this again. His entire crew is just cramped there. That's so messed up. Like, why? Could have made it a bit roomier. How many songs are we still missing? Very dramatic. Okay, how do I get these songs? Beat the game for these two. How do I get these? Probably grand challenges and puzzles. But anyway, let's get back to Chicken Paradise. Yeah, we'll finish the game next week, I guess. Until then, don't die. We'll see who saved us.